Welcome to Plan Watch Walk, the home of great walking and the channel that endeavours to bring you some of the best walking around. Today we're going to be undertaking a equipment review of the Montane men's Gravity Gore-TEX jacket. This is not sponsored in any way. This is purely a review of the jacket that I use that I'm sure you'll have seen in many of the videos. Before we start actually reviewing the jacket itself, let's have a look at some of the conditions in the field that the jacket's been used in. So what we're going to look at is a number of criteria, and we've got these criteria sitting down this side of the screen so you'll be able to see what we're looking at. So the jacket itself, if we just look at some of the specs, the jacket is 480 grams in weight. The actual Gore-Tex itself is a 75 denier, so it's a slightly heavier duty Gore-Tex, but that was my personal preference. So if we look at the criteria, as I said, so the drop tail initially is the fit, and it's the drop tail around the back of the jacket. I find that particularly good for me. To give you an idea of the fit here, I'm 6'1". This is an extra large jacket, so lengthwise will give you an understanding of what the fit looks like inside here. So the fit itself is pretty good. If we have a look at the hood, when I put the zip up, what we will be doing, I've got my backpack that I use daily, so we'll put that in and see what the fit's like with the backpack on. So if we look at the hood, so with the hood here, we've got nice large collars that are sitting around here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to be zipping the zip up. Got the microphone here, so we're probably going to lose a bit of audio. The hood itself is a good fit. On the back, it's got the pull to get the tightness around. So if I zip this right the way up, so we've now got a window here. We can pull this down and pull it up and tighten this in here. So when it's driving rain, it's a really good fit that sits around here. Hope that worked for you. Yeah, so that works well. Plenty of room underneath the hood for a beanie, a hat, a peak, a cap or whatever, so there's plenty of room sitting around there. What I particularly like, and one of the features I like, is the high collar, so you can pull that in the rain itself, so that works pretty good. So the next we're going to look at is pit zips. So the pit zips are sitting underneath here. This jacket doesn't actually have pit zips fitted to it. Maybe it might have been nicer to have that, but it's not a lightweight jacket, a summer jacket. It's more of an all-round. It's quite a heavier grade jacket. That might have been a feature that might be nice to have if that's something you're particularly looking at. Maybe it's a different jacket, but that would be more of a lightweight jacket. Pockets themselves, we've got 3 pockets inside here. We've got a chest pocket and we've got 2 sort of hip pockets around here. To give you an idea of the size, got a standard OS map here, and if we just got a glove inside here, if we put the map inside the pocket, it's going to give you some sort of idea of what the size of the pocket is. So it's a decent sized pocket, as I say, quite capable of holding the size of an OS map. The seams themselves are very well taped, and if we open the jacket up itself, if we have a look inside, so the seams themselves are fantastically well finished. To be perfectly honest, I've been out in driving rain. We will have had a look at some of the different conditions that I've been out in. Never had a problem at all with any of the seams or any of those issues at all. Okay, so the storm flaps themselves, so the storm flap sitting around here, It's not particularly big, but that, to be perfectly honest, is not an issue, because the next bit we're going to go on to, the zips themselves are AQUAGUARD zips, so that they're really well sealed, and again, any of the zips never had any problems in rain at all, any seepage coming through. The last bit is again the Velcro sitting around here. I use the Velcro quite a lot, and this jacket I've worn now for a good couple of 100 miles of walking. So it's been pretty well, it's been up on fells, it's been across up on top of mountains, across all sorts of different terrains and different weather conditions. I've never had a problem with this at all. So what I'd like to do now, just have a look and put a backpack on with this. So this is my, quite old these days, 21 litre day pack. So if we put this on, give you an idea of the fit sitting around here. These things never go on first time when you want them to, do they? So if we put this on here, we can see that the fit, and you've still got plenty of the length, the drop tail still works particularly well, and the jacket, you still got access to this pocket. These ones are covered slightly, but again, it's just a case of opening them up. So in conclusion, I took quite a bit of time looking for this jacket, and I personally quite like the jacket. In fact, I really like the jacket and I have no issues with it. The only problem that people may have, because it's 75 denier, it's 480 grams. So when you take this off and put it in your backpack, your day pack, if you're not using it, it can be a little bit bulky and it can be a little bit heavier than some of the other jackets. Again, if that's a consideration for you and you want a lighter weight one, maybe another jacket on the market may be best for you. But this, for me, is a great all-round jacket, an all-year jacket. I would certainly have no problems recommending this. I'd like to think I've given some of the pluses and minuses. Overall, I think it's a really good jacket. Just want to firm up again, this is not a sponsored link at all. I'm not getting paid for this. This is purely an independent view of the jacket from myself and Plan Watch Walk. I hope that's been of use. If you want the technical specs and everything on this, if you look below in the blog, there's a link to the blog below. If you have a look inside there, that'll take you to the blog, and I've got all the technical specs of the jacket and the links to the jacket below. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you found it useful. If you have, please comment. We'd love to hear what you think of the jacket. And until the next review, until the next walk, bye for now.